Good afternoon, guys. This is Leo from Germantech. Right here in the background we have a 911 Turbo from the year of 1977. We are just in the midst of doing the rebuild of the car, getting it back to original condition now. Well, one of the troubles, the biggest troubles that we have on cars like these, obviously would be rust holes. Metal over the years have been pretty much eaten up in certain corners. And today we want to address some of these points. This particular unit has a couple of rust holes. Follow me around. I'll show you what this is about, how the condition looks like. So this will be the top left corner of the engine compartment, where the early whale tail will be attached later on. As you can see, this is an untreated rust hole. It's supposed to be a drainage there. A previous repair workshop has decided to close up, so water has been accumulating there, and also here has eaten its way through the corner of the engine compartment, which today we will fix. Not on this side, this one I left as we have received it. Let's follow me around to the other side. So on the other side of the vehicle we have already started cutting out what was very rusty. And so what we're going to do today, then we are going to weld in little sheet metal pieces into the side. For the new pieces to be received, they have to be modeled and then be received nicely flush by the exterior paneling. Well, a little look into the footwells and the pedal works of this car. None of these pedals is moving anymore. Water has forced its way out over time. So we will be replacing body sections and of course the pedal works. You can literally see, let's illuminate that a little, how the lights is shining through. This is where rust has done its work over time. Obviously the car has been not used for a long time. It's been parked in the weather, and this is the deepest, the lowest point of the car, basically, where water can settle and over time makes its way through the metal. It's a little bit like a time capsule. Once the coatings and layers are off the car, you can really see what needs to be done to the car to bring it back into optimum shape. The sandblasting machine has shot off rust and left the holes behind. Our 930 Turbo from 1977 has been so far prepared. The body in white has been completely painted in the original color, which is 107 Continental Orange from Glasurit. We have chosen to wet blast the body, as normal dry blasting would have probably caused too many dents and too many areas to rework on a body where there was a lot of work required anyhow, so there was no point putting on more work to that. Today we're going to assemble the front axle of the car, as well as the replacement of the entire wire harness. Let's see how far we get today. So guys, here we are slowly electrifying our 930 again. So we are replacing the harnesses. The harness that we are installing is the main harness that ends up on this little board here. It is not equipped yet with the necessary fuse holder and stuff. The harness goes right in top of the cross member here, where the shock absorbers are installed. Now this wire harness is rebuilt. It's basically ordered and was built to fit this particular model. However, the earlier harness was so much modified that it's going to be quite tough. According to the harness builder, our wire colors will be all pretty much matching the wiring diagram of the 930 of 1977. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I've been spending my Sunday building harnesses. Most of the harnesses on this car from 1977, you can imagine, are not to be used anymore. They are just in bad shape. And so yeah, after we have taken them out, they look pretty filthy, as you can see in the picture here. These are the harnesses. This is a harness that's undone. There you go. Yeah. So on the car here behind me, I have a harness that I have already refurbished, done that. That's the harness of the headlights, including the headlight relay and stuff. What we're going to do today is the harness of the window switches, the window lifter switches, as well as the electrical adjustable exterior mirrors. So this is the harness of the lights that have been refurbished. I done that yesterday, just finished it up this morning. When you refurbish these harnesses, it is important that you really take out those wires that are bad and replace them. Back, I have left a clamp here of the old fuse box. I just clamped it further up the wire, just in case it gives me an indication later on. The rest of the harness, most of the harness has been replaced and wrapped up new. The connectors have been replaced, as you can see. Well, after all, we are not building a new car. It is a restoration of a 1977 3-liter turbo. So yeah, as you can see, it's all well in order, and this harness is ready to be installed. Hey guys, so it's weekend. I have been left with these very aged dials. Once the ring is off, then the glass comes off pretty quick, and then it can be cleaned up on the inside. The housing can be worked over, and yeah, we should be able to make these dials looking like new ones. So here we're doing the ref meter. There's something inside that doesn't seem to be right. There's something loose, and of course it is super filthy. You're going to be very careful. Take off the ring. Your glass is right there. Let's have a look inside. That's one of the bulbs I was talking about that's dangling around. I think I'm going to give this a little cleaning job. Clean up the housing as well, and then we can put this back together. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the walk around of our 3-liter 930 turbo from 1977 that has been finally completed. We have chosen to stay with the factory specification, which is continental orange on the outside and leather velour mix on the inside. The leather black and the velour is V5, which is maroon color pinstripes. Not everyone's taste, but this is how the car was delivered in 1977. A lot of people did ask us how much a build like that would basically set them back financially. Here is just to say that naturally some builds are just a little bit more expensive. Some others are a little bit lower in price. It comes down to the fact how much of the parts that we are receiving to begin with are actually reusable and are rebuildable. Yeah? So it's not like that you start a rebuild of where you just simply replace everything. Absolutely not. The point of a rebuild is basically to work with as most original parts as you possibly can and put the car back into shape. At this point of time, you're looking at a 930 fully functional. The electrical system is fully functional and everything else on the car as it should be. We will part ways from the 930 turbo. It's going back to its owner, who is excited to receive it back. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, do press the subscribe button, do give us a like, and hopefully see you for the next one.